Imagine this. You got a brand new puppy. You're so excited to train him. But then you find out that the government requires you get a license before you train them. You need to get government permission to train a dog. Well, state of New York, go figure. State of New York, Senate Bill 7723 and Assembly Bill 6985 wants to take away your right to pick your trainer and allow you to use the tools you need to train your dog. I'm gonna let my friend Art explain it in a little bit more detail.
All right, let's talk about something that could affect every dog owner and dog trainer in New York, and maybe set a precedent for the whole country. I'm diving into the proposed dog training legislation that's making waves right now in the New York State Senate and Assembly. This is not a law yet, but it could become one. And if you care about how dogs are trained or your ability to choose a trainer, this is the time to pay attention. So what's actually on the table? Two bills, Senate Bill S.7723 and Assembly Bill A.6985. They're both aiming to require the state to license dog trainers who work with non-service dogs, and to make sure all trainers use non-aversive, evidence-based positive reinforcement methods. On the surface, that might sound great. Who's against happier, better-trained dogs, right? No, not right. These laws could criminalize the tools that are needed to train certain dog breeds. This law could put many professional trainers out of business and make it impossible for dog owners to fully train their dogs. Groups like the International Association of Canine Professionals argue that the law would ban certain training methods that many believe are humane and effective for some dogs, especially those with behavioral issues. It would also make it way more expensive and complicated to be a professional trainer, which could mean fewer choices and higher costs for you as a dog owner. New York is also probably a state that would penalize you for not having your dog properly trained, but not let you properly train them. Typical of a left-wing Democrat state. Now, if you're wondering, is this already happening? The answer is no. These bills are still in committee. They haven't even had a vote yet, so nothing is set in stone. But this is exactly the moment when people who care need to speak up. Once these bills start moving, it gets a lot harder to stop or change them. So, if you want your voice heard, here's what you can do. First, contact your local state senator and assembly member, especially if you live in New York. Tell them how you feel about these bills. There are already anti-cruelty laws that prohibit abusing animals. Every dog is different, and this one-size-fits-all approach is unacceptable. You can email, call, or even show up at their office. Trust me, they pay attention when people reach out, especially in the early stages. Second, talk to your local dog trainers. Ask them how this could affect their business and your community. Trainers are organizing, and they often know exactly what's at stake. If you want, join groups on social media or in your neighborhood that are discussing this. The more people talk, the less likely something slips through unnoticed. Lastly, stay informed. Laws like this can change a lot between the first draft and the final version. Watch for hearings, amendments, and votes. Sign up for alerts or newsletters from groups you trust. Bottom line, this isn't a done deal. But if you care about your rights as a pet owner, or about animal welfare in general, your voice can actually make a difference right now. Let's keep our eyes open, ask the tough questions, and make sure whatever happens, it's what's best for New York's dogs and the people who love them. Thanks for listening. If you found this helpful, share it. Let's get the word out before it's too late.
Okay, so I will definitely be keeping an eye on this bill. Please like, share, and comment and let me know what your thoughts are on the bill. Definitely, if you're on Flip, debate me on this. What do you think of this new legislation? And what tools do you use to train your dogs?